Hey, hello guys, how are you doing? This is Vanati. Let's start the video with our motto winning is a choice and we choose to win always. So, yesterday we saw that Nifty is having resistance around this area, and if it is unable to sustain the resistance above 16740, and if it breaks the trend line, then the price will fall down towards 16500 520 zone. So, that's what has happened today. Nifty opened below the trend line, and also it had a nice fall. Okay, so tomorrow, in case if it test this support 16 500, and if it is unable to sustain this area, then it will fi- fill the gap. This gap, it will fill the gap, and then only it can try to move upside. If it breaks this support around 16,500, then it will move towards 16,350. Then only it will try to take support. On the other hand, if it is sustaining 16,600 to 16,620, then it will move towards this, where it is again will be facing resistance around 16,740 720. Okay, so this is about Nifty analysis. So Nifty is somewhat like a very predictable. We know it is having resistance around this area, and if it breaks the trend line, then it will fall down. So it opens below that only. So we know clearly that it is very bearish, and we can short it. On the other hand, let's see Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is not did not show that much bearishness. See, the first 15 minutes candle opened and closed above this resistance zone, and as I told you, I told the resistance, next resistance for Bank Nifty is 37,000. So Bank Nifty's high was 36,988. So it was unable to touch 37,000, and you can, since Bank Nifty is a heavyweights index, we can say it is more or less near to 37,000 and unable to sustain, and again it fall down. And it took, as I told, the support zone is 36,500. So it tested that support zone and tried to break the support and unable to break. See here also, the price took support around this zone and it went up. Like that, the price took support around this and went up. But the only main thing we have to consider here is, again it is facing resistance around this area, 36,820. So if tomorrow, if it breaks if already it is somewhat like below the trend line and right at the resistance, if it opens below this level, resistance and a trend line, then we can expect the move towards 36,500, then 36,200, then 36,000. And after that only it will try to fall further. Otherwise, if it sustains that 7,000, then we can expect some good move upside. Let's see what has happened in Reliance, as we have discussed about Reliance yesterday. So Reliance was unable to, as I told you, Reliance is having resistance around 1,400. So it was unable to sustain that, and it fall down. HDFC Bank, so it was HDFC Bank was unable to sustain 1,400, and it fall down, and again it was trying to move upside, and again it was not sustaining, and it is falling down. It is somewhat like a range movement. So this whole range which it has formed today, it have to break it and sustain it with volume, then only we can decide whether it can move upside or down. Okay, so now this is Reliance. So Reliance, we have seen a breakout, gap down, and the price fall down, and it has entered the range. So this, the 23,780 is a somewhat a strong support zone. It was unable to break that for few days, and if tomorrow, if it reaches this zone, then again it will try to move upside. ICICI Bank has very good move actually. In first 15 minutes, it went upside, and I told you the resistance. If it sustains 804. Then it next resistance will be around 820. So it went near to 820 and made a high of 817.80, and after that it fall down. Still it is somewhat it is having the tendency to move upside. See, it is still on the verge of falling down. So if it again sustains 804 tomorrow, then it will move towards this level, and it will form like a double top. And if it sustains this double top around 828 818, and if it breaks it with volume, then we can expect a further good move towards 10 or 20 to 30 points up move. On the other hand, if it falls down also, I don't think it will fall much. It will take support around 792 and 785 or 780, and again it will try to move upside. So we have discussed about Nifty, Bank Nifty, HDFC, Reliance, ICICI. One more thing is remaining, which is nothing but Adani Ports. Adani Ports, this is the resistance zone. I have told you, like 760 is the resistance zone. So 760, it was it made a high of 765, and it was unable to sustain it, and from there 760 it fall down, and it made a low of 747. So it was a nice fall actually. If you know this is the resistance, 760 will be acting as a resistance zone, then it was a very nice fall. But still it is somewhat not like a big downfall in few minutes. It was something like it is moving upside downside, and it was trying to move within this range, but and after that only it fall down. That is the downside movement is slow. Okay, so whatever we have seen in that week's review, I have given small recap about market, because market always have its own mind. It will be having its own twist and turns, and then today's twist and turns we have discussed. That's all for today. This is Vanati signing off. Remember, you can always say it better than you think.